looks like we will be getting an entirely new bingo sync room. Let's try and find that. Guess we'll find out what the bingo card. We'll find out what the bingo card is when the runners do. Oh, and it looks like the bingo card has been released. We have space jump. Collect one of only wave beam or speed booster. Collect only one of high jumper. We'll post a link to the card so anybody can follow along with the full resolution card. Collect both E-tanks, both criteria E-tanks, 25 supers. Finish an X-ray. Wreckship map station. Defeat Croc and Dragon. Norfair Reserve. 4 E-tanks and 15 peebs. Norfair map. 4 E-tanks. Finish in Spospo's room. Finish in Spospo's room is in the center. That is exciting. 3 Brinstar E recharge station. Spring ball. Screw attack. Plasma and skip space jump. 25 peebs. Terry map. 60 Brin missiles. 3 E-tanks. Wreckship missiles. Grav. Collect Grav and skip Varia. Collect Plasma or defeat Ridley. And Meridian map. So, but what we're seeing immediately is that collect Gravity and skip Varia is a very good one for these. And you can chain that with collect Plasma. There are 2 tiles for collecting Plasma. Criteria map. Okay, so there's 3 map stations. Top left, bottom right looks very, very attractive. 3 map stations, and it's on a nice diagonal. Go to the center. This chain into a bit of a Norfair play, but honestly, collecting Speed Booster and High Jump is an amazing play. Goes amazingly with it. Collect both criteria E-tanks. Fits in very nicely after Gravity. 25 supers also fits in amazingly because there's so many supers in Meridia, especially if you have Speed Booster. So like what's standing out to us is row 1, top left, bottom right, and we're sure that there's something else that can be chained with it. Defeat Croc and defeat Dragon is definitely a possibility. We're not particularly fond of the 25 power bombs with this, especially since this card is pointing very heavily towards no LN and early Gravity. Yeah, so we're definitely expecting both of them to head straight towards the wreck ship this time. So the way that these bingo cards are generated is that they're each one of the tiles has about five that it can choose, and then it throws them into a magic square. So we're not sure that all 4 map stations is even possible on the same row. Just because of the way that magic squares work. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff in Meridia here, and not very much Lower Norfair stuff. So it looks like we're absolutely gonna have, looks like we're absolutely just gonna have both of them going straight to the wreck ship. But there's definitely possibilities for other stuff. Criteria map station grab. Ptoil not going for the criteria map station. We'll be real interested to see what this routing is. Just because the thing immediately jumped out to us doesn't mean that it actually is correct. Let's see, assuming that you don't get criteria map, what are four that chain well together? So getting screw attack seems very out of the way. Let's see, what else is out of the way? 25 supers fits very naturally. Spring ball is all what's out of the way. Vision supposed to his room is a bit out of the way, but not horribly. Actually, no, now that we're thinking about it, if you're grabbing plasma, plasma is really, really far away from Spospo. I guess it's not that far if you go down the toilet, but it's still a pretty long trip. Row 4, column 2. That'd be real interesting if Ptoil decides to go down into Norfair. So Maniacal is short of missile. Let's see if Maniacal is probably just gonna go down. So each of these has a fifth. No wait, Maniacal is full of missile, full health. So Maniacal is guaranteed a missile. No problems there. Ptoil is gonna grab the reserve. Is there a Brinstar reserve tank? No, there's no Brinstar reserve tank. Okay, we understand it now. After last game, especially after last game, Ptoil is just grabbing this for Phantom safety. And Maniacal is going to be doing the same. These two are very evenly matched, which makes for a very exciting match. It looks like Ptoil looks like Ptoil has a slight lead based on not grabbing the reserve tank, or not grabbing the map station. We were definitely expecting both of them have just more than signaled. Made it very obvious that they're both going up based on picking up that reserve tank. Oh, what is Maniacal doing? Is Maniacal just resetting out the room? Vito is going to farm up to full here. And Maniacal is also going to be farming up to full. If you weren't planning on farming up to full, you would not grab that E-tank. Or not that reserve tank. Ooh, that's never fun. So for people who don't normally run Phantoon first, it's definitely quite a bit to learn, especially to get ready for a race setting. Phantoon can be incredibly deadly, and it's just something that you need a ton of experience for, and it definitely shows when you just don't have that level of experience. ptoil even gonna be making a save before Phantoon. I wonder if Maniacal is gonna do the same. And then there's always the mode. The mode is the worst enemy of many runners. Maniacal taking this nice and safely. Maniacal not going to take the safety save. So that'll give Maniacal a solid 5 to 10 second advantage. And here we have the first of Samus's swimming lessons. Let's see how Maniacal does here. Maniacal's setting up for a CWJ. ptoil across. Let's see how good Maniacal's bomb jumps are. Maniacal not comfortable at all with the bomb jumps and just gonna do a CWJ. Gonna repeatedly go for the CWJ. First try? First try! Exactly 1 room apart. 2 rooms. This ocean bit is very difficult. We kind of really like that, the angling down. We don't know if it actually helps much, but it looks really cool. Okay. Those are some missiles. Collect all 15 wreck ship missiles is a tile. And Maniacal declaring that he is not going for it. There are lots of things that chain together. Neither player is going for the map station. This is interesting, so... It looks like ptoil might be going for row 5. Maniacal with a fast. A safe strat for Phantoon is 2 missiles and 3 missiles. Looks like both players are setting up for a 4-round. Maniacal is getting some wonderful pattern. Wow. Wow. Maniacal got such good Phantoon patterns there. Like, Phantoon RNG just coming in from Maniacal huge there. This is absolutely a race which could come down to Phantoon RNG. Maniacal is deciding to go for the wreckship map station. Definitely makes a lot of sense as Maniacal is probably going for the diagonal. Maniacal could even go for both no. Maniacal can't go for both diagonals. That's just hard blocked. So we're gonna find out whether Maniacal picks up both of these, both supers. We could definitely see it going either way. Maniacal is deciding to go for both of those. Yeah, okay, this makes perfect sense. This is definitely faster than beach supers. Not sure if it's faster or slower than Spo supers. Probably a little bit faster. Getting booped by that atomic is not fun. No save by ptoil after Fantoon. Oh, this is not good for ptoil's health. ptoil is gonna need at least 121 health to get through bowling. Preferably way more than that. Especially with an extra addict reversal coming up. Okay, so Maniacal is not going to be grabbing the wreckship missiles at all. We have to say that we're liking Maniacal's routing more. Doesn't mean that it's right, but... Ooh, that 2% powerbomb drop, actually not what you want to see there. So what Maniacal do, Maniacal lay a powerbomb right here in this room. So Maniacal has 3 hits to spare. So Maniacal should have no problem here. ptoil's health is very low. ptoil is going to have a long farm coming up here. Very nice by Maniacal. Yeah, so ptoil has to be very careful here. ptoil cannot make a mistake. See if ptoil gets the 2. ptoil jumping very early just to be super safe there. Okay, ptoil even emptying the reserves just to be super safe. Ended up not being necessary, but definitely a nice safety. So yeah, like we said, we're liking Maniacal's routing better. Both criteria E-tanks. Gravity definitely helps with the gauntlet forward. It's far from needed, but it's much more comfy. Is Maniacal still only on 1 powerbomb pack? Yeah, Maniacal's still only on 1 powerbomb pack. There is no fully explored the wreck ship. That wall jump is always tricky. You have to actually be a little bit away from the wall. It's gonna be interesting to see whether Maniacal exits to the left or the right. We're expecting especially after last game, we think that Maniacal is probably just gonna exit through the front of Gauntlet. Maniacal does not need these missiles at all. Oh, Maniacal is gonna exit through the back of Gauntlet. It'd be real interesting to see what Maniacal's super riding is. Especially if Maniacal's just coming through the back half of Gauntlet anyway. That means that Maniacal's is like perfectly good on... Maniacal's gonna be like perfectly good on supers. This gives Maniacal an opportunity at the Edikun pit. Oh, Maniacal is grabbing those missiles. Or not. Just hundo muscle memory. Yeah, Maniacal spent all the time going for right supers, and we're gonna see, so Maniacal should be at, 15 supers already. Maniacal is gonna go through Meridia, which means that Maniacal very easily has another couple of super packs. So adding to the interview questions, why did Maniacal go through the back half of Gauntlet? Is it actually faster to go back the reverse way with no power bombs? That is an excellent question. To pick up 2 power bombs. That is the answer. That is the answer. There are 3 power bombs directly along this route. Nobody has been in... Oh, did ptoil get high jump yet? We did not see. Well, yeah, that looks like high jump, but we'll find out exactly for sure in Bubble Mountain. Yeah, this is high jump for sure. So it looks like Maniacal might be going for row 1, column 3, and the diagonal. It looks like Maniacal might not be going for any Meridia supers. We're really curious what Maniacal has planned now. Because this is all 25 supers right away. The Maniacal going for the Norfair Reserve. Very, very sensible play. One of the fun things is that for doing this room without Speed Booster, one of the fastest ways to do it is to just simply run through the lava and face tank everything. Oh, Speed Booster, that isn't possible. This is a really cool way to do it before Speed Booster. Wow, that was a really nice deboost. Just instant deboost across. People are going to be heading into LN. We kind of doubt it, but it's going to be real interesting to see where their routing takes them. Maniacal is still one, Oh! Oh, we get it now. Maniacal is going to be... We think that Maniacal is going to be picking up the... Maniacal is going to be picking up the Meridia Powerbomb after Dragon on the way to Spo's room. That looks like where the last Powerbomb is going to come from, probably. Oh, wow. P2 is actually going to LN. We were not expecting that. Okay, so what is P12's route at this point? Oh no! Oh no! Tanks a Namihe without any suits equipped. That's going to take P12 back to before Fantoon, we think. And we know for sure that Maniacal has been around in chat, so... Maniacal is... in about 30 seconds, as soon as you're hearing, from when we're saying this, when you're hearing this, Maniacal knows that, will know that ptoil has taken a death. Maniacal knows that he can just play everything super safe and take it. ptoil is still going. Definitely the fighting spirit. Just continuously fighting is definitely how you, make yourself a contender. Yeah, it looks like Maniacal is definitely going for row 1. Row 1 actually fits this really, really nicely. It allows you to get Speed Booster and Wave Theme. Or, sorry, Speed Booster and High Jump, which is full movement items. In the interview, we'll get to find out what P12's planned route was. Looks like he is planning going to the same route once. And we don't think that there's anything in Maniacal's path that can actually kill him. Oh, is Maniacal gonna go for Croc Power Bombs? Yeah, Maniacal has to be going for Croc Power Bombs. Maniacal did not get the Norfair Reserve, so... If Maniacal had gotten the Norfair Reserve, then that would have been a pretty decent signal that Maniacal, Yeah, if Maniacal had gotten the Norfair Reserve, then Maniacal could have chosen between the two diagonals. Oh, was that an enrage? Yeah. So, we believe that... Wow! 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 What a dodge! That looked like a jump straight between the flames. Maybe there was a shooter screw going, but we thought it looked like just a jump between the flames. Okay. Oh, okay, so Maniacal... Okay, so Maniacal is gonna go for column 3. We wonder if Maniacal is gonna accidentally end up with a quad bingo. Never mind, column 3 was a plan all along. We misread the card. Maniacal did not go for the wreck ship missiles, so this has been his plan all along. The wreck ship enemy's not being nice to ptoil at all. Oh, you're right, you're right. Those two are mutually exclusive. So, yeah, we... Oh, wow, is that a speed keep from ptoil? Yeah, so it looks like Maniacal is going with, the route that we initially saw. And that's, row 1, column 3, and the top left, bottom right. That was definitely the set which immediately jumped out to us. Oh no, ptoil didn't shoot the door open, so that's to kill everything again. We're actually continuing not to be very nice at all. So at this point, there's not really anything that can kill Maniacal. We take that back. We take that back. Chain damage could actually absolutely kill Maniacal. So we almost wonder if Maniacal should just skip the speed booster kill and finish Dragon off with supers rather than the third Shine Spark. With this big of the lead, is absolutely we think that could easily be the pragmatic thing to do. We'll see if Maniacal decides to risk it with a spark. Respark into supers would be awesome at this point. No. We don't think that these are actually enough ammo to actually finish off the kill. Looks like Maniacal is going to go for a super kill. Very, very, very smart option. We don't think that this is actually enough ammo for it to finish off the kill. Yeah, Maniacal's gonna treat it like a low percent run. Oh, not even a pseudo screw, just gonna charge normally. Maniacal playing this super safe. And we guess that you can totally do this with a 20-minute lead. It's very difficult to hit Dragon in this state. Very easy to get hit. Oh no, all that ammo misses. Maniacal needs to be careful now. We imagine that those are full, There we go. There we go. And that's really all you need from that fight when your opponent takes a death. And there we go, space jump. Oh. We just realized that with this route you don't actually have to collect plasma. You can just take any route back to Brinster that you want. So Maniacal has to collect one more power bomb and then get back to Spo's room. And we would not be surprised to actually see Maniacal stop for a little farm here. Just to be completely safe. No need to take any chances at all. Yeah, and there it is. There's a little farm. And there we go, as routed in initially. We thought that this was going to come after Plasma, but Maniacal's routing is superior to ours. So I guess in the interview we're going to get to find out what ptoil was planning. There we go. There's the map station. As soon as Maniacal gets to Spo's room, this is going to be over. Very well played by Maniacal. Very well-deserved first victory. It's a shame that we didn't get to see what ptoil had planned for this. We're guessing that ptoil is probably going to forfeit just as soon as Maniacal finishes. But definitely a super exciting series. Super happy that we got to watch a gravity-less seed from both of them. Maniacal's final Green Gate challenge. Imagine if the race had come down to... Imagine if the race had become super close with this as one of the final things. Maniacal just a few rooms away from victory. With that, Maniacal has finished in first with an official racetime.gg time of 42 minutes 12 seconds, and ptoil has forfeited. GG to both of them. What an awesome set of race. What an awesome race. We'll see if either of them want to come in for an interview. Very, very amazing set of games. Super, super cool format. And let's see what the bracket says. Looks like Maniacal is going to move on to face Mr. Guy Average. The quarterfinals, a very, very tough match. Mr. Guy Average, one of the top old route runners. Does not look like we have... Oh, there we go. There's a Maniacal. Hello. How are you feeling?
Hey, how's it going?
Good. How are you?
Oh my gosh, I'm doing okay. I was sweating that one out.
That
Realizing
first race was really close.
Yeah, that first one was a really excellent race. I think really cool routes on both sides. Really glad that we got to showcase that one. That was a super cool card. That was definitely my favorite card that I've had so far across the qualifiers in the tournament. I really liked the texture and the options it presented. P12's route was super cool. I liked my route, but I felt like there were two viable routes really, and like we each took one of them, and it was pretty cool to see. It took me a while to settle in. Looks like P12's here too. GG, dude.
Hey, GG.
Yeah. So I guess it was lava diving game too. I wasn't watching super closely. I just like I heard that you took a death.
Yeah, it was to a lava dive. I was going to get a
Oh.
screw.
So what was the plan in on the game 2 board? Was the column 1, I guess?
Yeah, column 1, row 2, and row 5 was what I was going for. So I would have gotten screw, killed Croc, and then gone up and done Meridia, and then finished an X-ray.
Okay, yeah.
Huh.
Yeah,
That would have been really interesting to watch.
Yeah, I think I was probably behind at that point because I realized I wasn't super excited about what my Botwoon and Dragon fights were likely to look like, given that I wasn't getting any beams. Um, like, I could have grabbed Spazer, I guess, which I did in game 1, but because of the Ridley fight. But I decided to do the second Bryn loop early, even though I was going to have to go back for Spore Spawn's room, and I thought that that was probably going to be the nail in the coffin for me on that one. But yeah, this was definitely an interesting set of cards. The second one was a little more typical for like a triple bingo. A
Yeah,
lot of cards end up.
Neither of them had a lot of item collection. They're more like figuring out where to go and collect like energy refills and stuff like that.
Yeah, this one was for me the 25 soups and 25 power bombs, and the last one had that 125 missiles tile that neither of us wanted to
Yeah,
go close to.
that's not something you want to get.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, last one the ammo collection was driven mostly by the supers and power bombs tiles, much like this one for me. So it was interesting to see the collection be relatively few items rather than like a bunch of E-tanks and a bunch of missiles.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a little sad we didn't end up going to 3. I think the matchup's super fun. Like, you have a general movement advantage over me for sure, and so I have to like get a little bit lucky, I think. But I think that it's fairly close. So I was hopeful. Like, I feel like a 3-game set with you is probably better than the 2-game thrashing I'm going to receive from MGA.
Yeah, I think if I didn't die, this could have been an interesting race. I don't know if I would have won, but it would have been cool if we went to game 3.
Yeah, I think probably your positioning game 2 looked pretty solid. Like, it's hard to say just because like there's so much that happens.
Yeah.
But yeah, this was fun. Triple bingo is a pretty cool format. I like playing it, honestly. It's a little wonky because the cards weren't designed with triple bingo in mind, but I think that that's kind of what I like about it. Is like sometimes it forces you to do really crappy things. The only trick I think with it, or the only drawback, is that it's disproportionately early wreck ship heavy, so like really favors solid new route play.
Yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah.
I think Spore
Especially with
Spawn's
that
about to
gravity
murder
and skip
me.
Darius.
Yeah, the get gravity skip Varia tile like showing up a decent amount. There's some rebalancing that needs to happen if it's for specifically triple bingo. But otherwise, I think it's a cool format. I like that as a bingo format, it really forces you kind of to just be very much like in your own head and just figuring out what the best solution is for you. Double anti-bingo is a lot more interactive, and I like that independently. I like that you kind of have to know your opponent and what they like to do and what they don't for row selection. But I think both have merit, so I'm really glad that we have this tournament going on.
Yeah, it's
these
cool
are
to
super
see
exciting to
bingo
watch.
back. Because I know I had a lot of fun with the double anti-bingo tournament that happened a year or two ago, whenever it was.
Yeah, I enjoyed that one. I feel like I got knocked out real quickly in that one. I don't remember exactly what happened. I think bingo tends to own me pretty hard generally, so I'm glad to have a little bit of a run going in this one. But I think it stops at MGA, and I think that is pretty deserved. I think he's going to get his revenge on me from me spiking one against him in Rando League. So he'll get his blood. But yeah, Freya, was there anything that you were curious about the cards of the routing? I think it came together fairly coherently.
Yeah. But by the time we were at the end of it, we understood both of your routing very well. In the middle of it, it made very little sense to us. We're hoping that it made more sense to you than it did to us, and it did.
Yeah. This second one, I don't know. I decided on my rows pretty early. Except I kept wanting to like try to audible into column 2, and I was like, but I can't skip and get space jump. So then I didn't. I don't know. You could have very easily done like instead of either. I guess instead of either row 1 or really instead of the column 3. Instead of doing that, you could have gone for row 5 and done like the reverse Z pattern on the board, basically. Which I entertained that one a little bit, but I decided I didn't want to do all the wrecked ship missiles.
Yeah, there were a lot of tiles on this second card that were like pretty trivial to get, so there's a lot of options on this one.
Yeah, all the map stations in the diagonal was pretty hilarious.
Yeah.
I don't think I've seen a 3 map station row or column yet. And then the fourth one's still hanging out there, the Norfair one.
Yeah,
So-
somebody in chat was wondering whether it's possible to get a fourth, and we were guessing that it's not, but in a row, but maybe.
I don't know the algorithm for card generation, so
It's a magic square. It's
yeah,
it-
but there's also like I don't know the background points that are ascribed to each of the tiles. Like I imagine the map station ones are fairly low value, but like the Meridia one, I think maybe is like a 2 instead of a 1 or something.
That's exactly what we'd expect. We can go quickly look it up now while you two talk to each other.
That's all right. I actually have to go and get back to something that came up like mid race for work. So unfortunately, back to work for me. But thank you so much, Freyas, for the commentary, and Kip for the tracking as well. Wanted to definitely be sure to shout Kip out for tracking, because tracking is A, difficult and a headache with triple bingo, B, incredibly valuable for the stream, and then C, often undersung. So really appreciate trackers always. And then definitely GG's to ptoil. Sorry that game 2 came down the way it did, but I'm glad we had a really good game 1, honestly. I think that was a super cool race.
Yeah, GG.
Massive
And like you
GG.
said, thanks to Freyas and Kip for managing the race stream.
Thank you for the race. And we did just look it up, and it looks like the numbers work out, so you probably could get 4 map stations in a row.
Well,
Possibly 5 map stations in a row, but that's questionable.
Oh yeah, there's the Brinstar one.
oh man, that would That would be great to see.
Yeah, it looks like the five map stations can add up to 55. And we'd have to go look up what the average for a magic square is.
Gosh, 25? I guess it should be... It should be higher than 55.
Yeah, it's 65, so you can't get all
Yeah.
5.
Yeah.
But you could definitely get 4.
Maybe someday. But either way, I've got to run, but thank you so much. And GG's again. Really appreciate it, and looking forward to
Massive
seeing
GGs.
more triple bingo.
Good luck against Mr. Guy Average.
Thank you. I will certainly need it.
Any last words, ptoil?
No, just GG and good luck to Maniacal in his race.
Awesome, GG, and thank you everybody for watching, and we'll see you all next mission.